This is Jamie here. I'm working with the compound cylinder. This is the 60 compound cylinder. The first thing I did was I put all the needles in and I got my tension. I'm going to tell you right now, on these compound cylinders, you can't do it as tight can be. It, first of all, makes an uncomfortable sock, and second of all, it's not going to work. Just take it from me. So what I did was I took out every other needle, and I'm starting to cast on with every other needle with my project yarn. I'm doing my 3/4 of a row, and what I want to do here with you guys today, you have to make sure, yep, I had it right. What I want to do with you guys here today is work on the in-out switch, okay, because it's pretty tricky. If the tension is too tight, it's not going to work. Now, on these compounds, you use the same oil that came with your machine. All the adjustments are the very same. You got your long stitch and you've got your short stitch. That would be loose and that would be tight. You've got your in and you've got your out. In being in work. Whoops, you have to go fishing, because this is how we do the hybrid selvage. It's a little bit confusing on your eyes because the slots are slanted. And that is so that you can, they'll go back farther. They'll pull in and make a longer, looser stitch. My dog thinks I'm talking to somebody. My husband can't hear me talking to you. So life is good. And my dad's sitting back there talking to my husband. So here's what what I want you to see. See, I've got my stitch. It's not at the very loosest, but it's on this longest stitch mark. And I think you'll like my tension when I take it off and show it to you. All right, and it's in work, so I can crank forward to right here. See, the slanty things really kind of confused my eyeballs for a little bit. But you have to get used to new things, because that's good for your brain. Remain flexible. Always be learning. Oh, it's a good shot for you to see where the timing is. I'll make sure that this screw is tightened down. It is a hex head screw. All right, so I'm going to crank forward again. And of course, I picked the 60, the largest size compound cylinder, so that you guys get to watch me do the most needles. I know, it's so fun, isn't it? I feel like it's like watching paint dry. Now my dad's in there telling dad jokes. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but I can't repeat it because it's a football joke. And what if you were for the other team? Okay, so in order to do the 2 out rows, remember how we do this. This is the hybrid selvage. We're combining Juana's and the old in, out, in. Watch when the needles start to come out. Now, this one just started to come out, so I'm going to try to switch it over to the out position. And it went just fine. So there's 1 row, there's 2 rows. Now let's try to switch it to the in position. I have no idea yet where to put my fingers, and let's see if we got it all the way in the in position. That time it worked really well for me, but I have to tell you, I really had to make sure that my tension was not too tight. Let's try it one more time. So this one has just come out about 1/8 of an inch, and let's see if we can switch it to the out position. Now this one is going to come out. Let's do 2 rows. Oh, that's way, I missed it big time that time. Let's see if we can switch it back to the in position. Now, it's stuck. If I force it here, it's going to break. So I'm going to go back to the out position, and it still wants to be stuck because this guy, here's my problem. Okay, let's try to switch it back to the in position, and it worked. There's just a little jiggling. I want to do it one more time. We're going to do it together. Oh, and I wanted to tell you that my tension is 1, 2, 3, just under that 4th line that's on the compound cylinder. All right, let's try it again. You ready? This is my first needle right here. And that one just started to come out. So I'm going to switch it to the out position. Now I've got to get it to the exact same spot and switch it back to the in position. And this is the one that's going to give you a problem. If it gets jammed like that, that just means that there is a needle butt in the way. So let's switch it back to the out position. Now switch it back to the in position. And did you see it go all the way in that time? That's the key. So there you go. Let me take this off. I'll go ahead and cut my yarn. I want to show you the tension. It is not, whoops, I wouldn't recommend doing that. It is not hideously loose. Now it's going to have those lines from where we were doing the in and out position, but it's a nice tension. Okay, it's hard to judge because it's 60 needles, but it's a smaller diameter. The tension is very nice, and you can see the V's that it's making. It's making a nice loose, not loose, but not tight stitch. So there you go.